Welcome back everyone. Today I have a short review of the new second generation Apple Pencil. Let's get into it. As always, let's have a look at the design first. The new Apple Pencil packs a complete redesign over the last generation. It is now a smaller and lighter device, coming in at 16.5cm lengthwise and 0.8cm for its thickness, as well as 20 grams for its overall weight. The pencil has been simplified a lot. Gone are the end cap and lightning port, as well as the metal ring around the top. The new model is now a simple plastic tube with a rounded end and a flat surface to rest against the iPad, which rounds off at both ends. The top has the Apple Pencil branding, below that is usually blank, though Apple do offer a free engraving if you order online like I did. The bottom of the pencil rounds off into the tip section like the previous generation. The tips themselves are replaceable and in fact identical, so you can use old tips on the new pencils and vice versa. The second generation's biggest new features should have honestly been part of the first generation to make it complete. Remember this? Which obviously resulted in a bunch of these? Well, that's luckily been changed. The new pencil is now connected magnetically to the right side of the 2018 iPad Pros. These magnets are decently strong, holding the device on nice and firmly. They will also guide the pencil into the correct position. Simply move the stylus close to the charging pad and let go. The magnets will then move and snap the pencil to the right place. This design is a big improvement over the last one. The pencil now feels more integrated with the iPad, and I never had a problem with where to put it when I was not actively using it. While attached like this, the new pencil now automatically charges wirelessly. As soon as you snap it on, both ways around work by the way, the pencil starts charging. This is convenient. I simply always kept the pencil on the iPad when I wasn't using it and never had its battery run out as a result of that. There is one downside to this, which is that the option of charging the pencil independent of the iPad is now gone. Previously, you could connect a lightning cable like you would for any other device and charge the pencil directly from the wall, which now is no longer an option. I don't think that that's a problem since the pencil doesn't need much power and the iPad's battery is very large, but it's still worth knowing. The other new feature is the added touchpad in the lower third of the Apple Pencil. This is supposed to save you time when using the Apple Pencil, as you can map your most used feature to it and theoretically never have to put down the pencil. Currently, you have 3 options for this touchpad which apply universally to all apps and can be chosen from in the Settings app. These options are choosing between your current tool and the eraser, choosing between current and last tools, and finally showing the color palette. With this implementation, the usefulness of this touchpad is honestly limited, but this is technically just a button. So with some simple software support, I'm sure this will become more versatile in the future. Everything else has stayed pretty much the same. The tracking speed of the pencil has been slightly improved according to some, but I didn't notice that, and you probably wouldn't either, as it is very subtle if true at all. Battery life is also consistent. You still get around 12 hours of use without charging out of the new pencil, just like the old one. Though with the wireless charging through the iPad, I doubt you will ever get seriously low on battery. There have however been some news about pencils having battery issues and discharging very quickly. So if your battery life is substantially lower than 12 hours, you might want to go to Apple for a replacement. This is good news for those who have an older generation iPad and pencil, as in this regard their setup is not inferior in terms of actual drawing capabilities, but also annoying for those with a new iPad and old pencil. As there is no way to pair and use the first generation pencil with the 3rd gen iPad Pro, you are basically forced to purchase a new one. The range of both should also be identical, as both models use Bluetooth and I couldn't find any information about the new pencil using Bluetooth 5.0. However, as the purpose of the pencil is to be used on the actual device it's paired to, this isn't really an important detail. So for the actual review part of this, should you get an Apple Pencil for your iPad Pro? Well, that depends on how seriously you take that Pro part in the iPad's name. Apple has hidden plenty of features for the pencil all around the operating system, like marking up screenshots or annotating emails. But, at least in my experience, those are mostly novelties. They're obviously cool features, but become less and less relevant after a while. Take email marking up for an example. Unless your contact sends you some highly sophisticated art-like emails, a simple text reply is usually much faster than marking a word you have a question about. And this concept goes on for most of these features. So, if you're planning to use your iPad for casual media consumption, surfing the web and writing the occasional email, then I wouldn't recommend the pencil, as you don't really get your money's worth in terms of features. But on the other hand, if you really want to creatively work on the iPad, say for editing photos or videos, mixing and creating music or anything else in that sense, the pencil becomes a necessary part of those workflows. Even if you never draw anything, the pencil is used as a more accurate input device than your finger. or even sometimes has features that you don't get access to with your hands. Usefulness for this kind of work ranges from masking out precise areas of a photo to simply moving a slider with more precision, but the pencil is important regardless. So, if you really take the pro part in the name seriously, I think you need the Apple Pencil to use your iPad to the fullest of its potential. So that was it for this video, shorter than usually as there isn't that much to say for an accessory like this. Still, please tell me if I left out anything important and leave a like if you enjoyed. I'm also working on a video created entirely on the new iPad Pro, with another showing and explaining the process to get there, so if you're interested make sure to subscribe. Anyways, thanks for watching and have a great day.